It was revealed at a recent Committee on Public Accounts meeting that the National Zoological Gardens had between 2018 and 2020 purchased species of birds for a whopping 1.5 million rupees, despite the actual value in total amounting to 50,000 rupees, meaning the discrepancy in the actual cost and the cost of purchase is nearly 3,000%. Let that sink in. Now we know the drill. The committee will probe the matter, comprehensive reports will be requested, relevant parties and individuals will be questioned sporadically and blamed and shamed, and that all that extra jazz that usually happens without the true culprit made publicly known, allowing them to move unscathed and enriched after another episode. Meanwhile, the loss of incurred to the state for rupees 17 million, as a certain number of birds had to be purchased at inflated rates. Considering that decisions like these appear to be made with careful considerations, and are done with the knowledge and expertise of people who are well versed with the subject matter, it is unfathomable to say the least as to how this significantly negligent dealing occurred. And while this incident seems isolated and rare, it truly isn't. In fact, the repeated nature of these mishaps is what has led the greater public to be cynical and averse to taxation, because it is no secret where the money often ends up. It is not that the public does not understand the financial obligation to contribute to a growing economy. They're just doubtful and disappointed in those who are decision-making positions that use this pretext to mercilessly extract every last hard-earned money, and that they have barely an income to sustain themselves during an ongoing state of chaos. Although the multi-phase crisis was not the fault of the public, they have been repeatedly told otherwise, perhaps makes way for those who basically rob the state in broad daylight to avoid accountability. Another grand illustration of this very example came not too long ago when a COPA meeting revealed that a state institution that brought down a negative tape machine and the positive tape machine, procured at a cost of rupees 108 million from France in the year 1999, had not been even used the once, and the reason for this, officials explained, was that technology was outdated. Firstly, was it outdated at the time of purchase too? In which case, how vague is the criteria for bringing down such an equipment? Do relevant authorities not authorize such requests after analyzing important details such as the function of the equipment requested that they will be spending on, what the budget said piece of equipment, and if not, we needed it or not? And most importantly, do we have the people in the country who are well versed in terms of operating such expensive equipment? Or does this mean that anyone can map out ill-thought request and get it approved with no questions asked? Successive regimes saw cracks in different systems over various sectors and chose to look away or were just not bothered. Either way, it is not our fault. They are right about the fact that the crisis didn't happen overnight. It really was damage caused through the years. However, there's still no doubt but themselves to blame. Much like the birds, even though these issues that are highlighted and are assigned committees and experts have wings on the inside that help them fly away into the abyss as time passes by because they hope they forget. But it is safe to say the public knows that this jaw-dropping moment will only lead to more jaw-dropping moments, because the government doesn't solve anything, they just absorb them.